News at 6.
Tonight, cause for celebration. Campaigners welcome the bill that'll pave the way for same-sex marriage. Good evening, this is the STV News at 6, live from Edinburgh. Gay couples celebrated at Holyrood today as the right to say I do took another step forward. Following a controversial consultation, the government published legislation that will introduce marriage rights for same-sex couples. Equality campaigners hail the move as a historic moment, but the bill is fiercely opposed by some religious groups who vowed to step up their campaign against it. Our political correspondent Claire Stewart has this report.
I'll put you the sweetener in there.
Jerry and Larry have been together for more than 2 decades. 7 years ago, the happy couple decided it was time to make things official and became civil partners.
And it was a fantastic ceremony. It
went very well.
Wedding or marriage-like, even though it wasn't actually technically a marriage.
Confetti all over the place.
Legally, Jerry and Larry could only become civil partners. They're not allowed to marry. However, that could be about to change.
3, 2, 1...
A rainbow of confetti marking the publication of a bill that proposes to allow gay couples to tie the knot in Scotland. For campaigners, it's an important step on the road to equality.
I think it's a really historic moment. I mean, if you think about it, Scotland only decriminalised homosexuality 33 years ago in 1980. And today we're standing here making these final steps towards full equality for LGBT people in Scotland.
For these campaigners, today is a day of celebration. But for others, there are concerns about the implications of the bill.
Religious groups say they fear changes to the law could see those who oppose gay marriage discriminated against.
We think that the politicians have lost their common sense in this just now. There will be liberties in regard to freedom of speech, freedom of belief, freedom to bring your children up in accord with your beliefs. And they will all be affected by the bill as well.
However, the Scottish Government say equality laws will be changed to protect those who don't want to be involved in same-sex ceremonies.
If you're a celebrant or a church and you do not wish to opt in to take part in same-sex marriages, you cannot be discriminated against, you cannot be forced to do so, and that will be written right into the Equality Act of the UK.
Not everyone's convinced by this, though. John Mason is an SNP MSP, but he won't be supporting his own party's bill.
There is the risk that both the Scottish and Westminster Government mean to provide protection, but it turns out that they cannot.
I never knew how proud I would feel.
Despite some individual MSPs opposing it, the bill has strong cross-party support, so it's likely to pass. And that means by 2015, Jerry could marry Larry. Claire Stewart, STV News, Holyrood.
Well, the country's MSPs will start the scrutiny of that bill when they return from their summer holidays. Holyrood is now in recess following the final First Minister's questions of the term.